most beautiful angel in heaven, created to worship God. But one day he looked in the mirror and saw something dangerous: pride. This is the untold story of Lucifer's fall and how it changed heaven forever. Lucifer was no ordinary angel. Ezekiel 28:12-15 describes him as the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. He was covered in every precious stone and walked among the fiery stones of heaven. But his beauty and position weren't enough. One day Lucifer looked at his beauty and began to think, "Why should I serve God when I could be God?" Isaiah 14:12-14 reveals his 5 "I will" statements. "I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the mount of assembly. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High." Lucifer didn't just fall alone. Revelation 12:4 tells us he convinced a third of the angels to join his rebellion. Together, they plotted to overthrow God's throne. But Lucifer's pride was no match for God's power. In a swift and decisive moment, God cast him and his followers out of heaven. Jesus said in Luke 10:18, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Lucifer's pride was no match for God's power. In a swift and decisive moment, God cast him and his followers out of heaven. Jesus said in Luke 10:18, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Lucifer now stood as Satan, the enemy of God. This transformation was a result of his pride and rebellion. Lucifer's story is a warning for all of us. Pride is dangerous. It blinds us to our purpose and separates us from God. But humility brings us closer to Him. James 4:6 says, "God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble." If this story impacted you, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one way you've seen pride affect your life? And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for more powerful Bible stories and teachings. Let's grow together in faith. Remember, pride leads to destruction, but humility leads to life. Let's choose humility every day and keep our eyes on the one who truly deserves our worship. Embrace the lesson of humility, not just in words, but in actions. As we walk through our daily lives, let's carry with us the spirit of unity and selflessness, drawing closer to a life filled with grace and truth. Each act of humility brings us closer to understanding our true purpose. By serving others, we reflect the love that keeps us grounded and united. As the sun rises each day, let it remind us of fresh starts. Together we can build a community rooted in love, humility, and faith. Let's find time daily to reflect on God's Word, allowing it to shape our hearts and guide our actions. In doing so, we cultivate the seeds of humility and wisdom. Together in worship and fellowship, we can strengthen our bonds and uplift one another. Let's celebrate our journey of faith as a family, reminding ourselves that together we can overcome pride and foster love. As we break bread together, let's cherish these moments of connection. Each story shared brings us closer, reinforcing the idea that we are all part of a greater purpose. Life is a journey filled with lessons and opportunities for growth. As we navigate our paths, may we always seek to embrace humility and guide others towards the light. As the day closes, let's reflect on our actions and intentions. Together, in unity, we can stand strong against pride and shine our light in the world. Under this vast sky, we are reminded of the greater purpose beyond ourselves. Let's take moments to dream, reflect, and seek guidance as we walk humbly on our journey. Let our actions speak louder than words. By serving our communities and instilling values of kindness in the next generation, we can create a ripple effect that inspires change and fosters humility. Just like planting seeds in a garden, our acts of kindness will bear fruit in time. Let's nurture these values within ourselves and watch them bloom in our communities. As we embrace each new day, let's remember that together we can rise above challenges. With humility in our hearts, we can inspire hope and create a brighter future for everyone. In moments of reflection and stillness, we find clarity. Let's pause to connect with our inner selves and God, allowing His wisdom to guide our paths. Community is about connection and joy. Let's cherish these moments of laughter and love, reminding ourselves that together we can overcome obstacles and celebrate life. As we gather around the warmth of friendship, let's share our stories and experiences. These connections enrich our lives and remind us of the power of community and support.